What's happening, folks, and welcome back to another IPC I Paint Creatures videos on the World Wide Web. Always like to start these things out in major grace and gratitude to all you folks who take the time to come visit these. Just on my journey to sharing and documenting my thoughts and my process of my own personal growth and my expansion, my creativity, and show you a lot of these incredible opportunities and fantastic projects I got to work on. This is a special customized hat for DJ Scratch, and just had so much beauty and joy and expansiveness doing this hat. But I'd like to address a quote today, and I'm picking on one of my favorite influencers and person who would have loved to get to know in real life, but got to know through his art, and he's a major influence and a push behind the brand I Paint Creatures as an artist who does creature storytelling, and his name is Shel Silverstein. And Shel said, "Underneath my outside face, there's a face that none can see. A little less smiley, a little less sure, but a whole lot more like me." And that's that's basically an incredible quote by Shel that explains the quirkiness and the beauty I see in myself as an artist and a very eclectic being who definitely has a lot of alien tendencies in the metaphoric or symbolic sense to being just totally original and doing my own thing, and definitely underneath my outside face, the face no one can see a lot, and you can see it if you take the time and you absorb my art and my paintings and my stories and a lot of my theater work. You can see it a lot. It is definitely a lot more smiley a lot of times. Sometimes it's more smiley, but it definitely is a little less sure, and a lot of work to either become a full human being in this journey, or a lot of revamping and revising of things that were implanted out of my ancestors, my elders, my parents' fear of the way they wanted me to exist. But definitely underneath is something we use a lot in our movement with the Funky Eye Puppets, and the grand story of Matsu is be who you be who you truly be. Take advantage of the opportunity to be who you truly be under all the fronts, all the faces, all the masks, all the things we put forward. Find that universal place inside yourself that and embrace being less sure, because I think at least in my life, that's what defines the blues and why I like rock and roll and funk music, and I like being an eclectic artist that kind of lives on the fringe of things, and is really not sure of things, but has a grand time exploring the mystery each day and expanding that everything is possible and everything can be accomplished, and you gotta really just feel good about it, and not necessarily good, but just feel it. I like to say that more feeling stuff and sensing stuff more than using all this calculation and logic and concrete thought inside my mind. Being able to expand beyond things and see it to the whole next level of existence, and really be appreciative and gratitude in that's part of really acknowledging that you have a face that no one can see, and it's a little less smiling, a little less sure, but it's a whole lot like me. And just knowing that me is a mystery and becoming and always constantly expanding, and really look back when you put something out, like when you really put out who you are and you think you are, and you kind of stumble because it really isn't naturally, organically who you are, but you put it out because you had a lot of passion, and you had a lot of will, and you had a lot of desire to put it forth, and the best way to come in the full fruition of that is just know that you already be that, and all your efforts forward are definitely moving in that direction, but it's all there to just be a whole like me, whatever the me is. And that's where I always use all these arts. Even through doing this hat, I learned a lot about, my capacity to give freely and see another rise. So thank you for watching the video. Appreciate all of you so much. And yeah, underneath my outside face, there's a face that none can see. A little less smiley, a little less sure, but a whole lot like me. Thank you for watching the video. I'll talk to you folks real soon.